Hello and welcome to another live stream here on Behance and on YouTube. My name is Anna Daviscourt. I am a children's book illustrator. This is Anthony Sims. He's my best friend, reader in the chat. A reader in the chat? There's a reader in the chat. Yeah. Everybody, alarm, alarm, alarm. There's a lot of stuff going on in the chat already. I feel like such a failure. I'm mistyping everywhere. There are numbers being flown. None of them are right, I'm pretty sure. So, great job to Rynn. Gold star for being first in the chat. Honorary, slightly less shiny gold star to Joe, who was second in the chat, but the effort was there. Thank you to our mods for being here. We have links in the description to all of their awesome work, so definitely check that out. I already have chapped lips, so I'm just gonna de-chappify. Wait, it's called chapstick. Are you chapping your lips? Chappy. Is this about chapstick?
Yeah, it could be. Who do we want to give chapstick? You could change the pipe to chapstick.
No, I want Chappy. Like, where did Chappy's name come from? Was it because he's chapped?
A chap.
Was he wearing chaps? Why are they called chaps?
I think maybe it stands for Chappy.
Chappy. I bet you see Chappy. This is the second time we brought it up on stream in like 2 weeks. I'm using Burt's Bees pomegranate chapstick. I said it 5 million times and I forgot the word for it. Hello! We've got Motive Void in the chat. We've got Tara. Hello, friends. How are you doing? Mote's just saying, hey, Anna, Anthony, Dark Hours, Tara, Rynn. I like it.
You got them all.
Get them all. Oh, yeah, that was how Ryan did it. Okay, so if anybody's seen Ryan Selby's awesome streams, definitely you should. Shout out, on October 28th, Ryan is going to be having a Halloween special. Spoiler alert, we may be involved a little bit. And so don't follow that. What? Don't miss that, because Ryan's holiday streams are out of this freaking world. Okay, you don't want to miss it. Trust me. And anyway, so he on his regular day-to-day streams has, like, at the end of the stream, basically he says thanks for joining, and then like names everyone who was in the chat. And I've always wondered how he did that. And then I saw that I think it was he puts an @ symbol in the chat, and then you can see everybody who's been in the chat so far. So hello, Anna Daviscourt. Wonder who that is.
Keep going.
Joe Dark Hours. Joanna Animan. Oh my gosh, also in the chat.
Just /mod every chat they go to.
Kendall, Motive Void, oh boy a toy, whoever the heck that is. Rynn,
hey,
and
it says
Tara.
right there.
It says right there. It's true.
It says right there.
True.
And those are just the people that have chatted. We've got
Indeed.
Lurkers.
Oh, we love
hello,
lurkers.
@lurkers.
@lurkers, hello, and also
and a Jake
Replayland.
Green.
We love to see ya. Hey Jake, how you doing? Happy Wednesday. How is everybody doing? I would love an update on your week. Update on my week. Working hard, man. This morning I felt like I woke up late, but then
$1,000,000.
no, I had a horrible sleep. It was very stormy last night, and it woke me up in the middle of my sleep, and I just like couldn't get back. I was like,
what kind of stormy? God.
Windy and rainy, to the point of like really loud on the windows. And we just got an outdoor shelf for our balcony, which is like amazing, and I love it. But it's a pretty lightweight shelf, and so we tied it to the side of the balcony with just like string, which the string is fine. I mean, I don't worry that much, but once there was a storm, I was like, but what if it falls over and all my plants are destroyed? That'd be so sad. So during the storm, I got up, looked out at the balcony, and everything was fine. This morning, everything's fine. Why do I have to worry like this? Just, imagination runs wild. I'm like, that bonsai, if that beautiful pot that it's in breaks and I can't save it, it'd be so sad. It's like old, anyways.
Do I know old? Yes, I'm familiar.
Do you know what I mean when I say old? Do you get the concept?
We also have Viola in the chat, and Tara saying, I used to be a lurker.
Oh my gosh, Tara, thank you for coming out of Lurkland, but you can always be in Lurkland too. That's totally fine. It's whatever suits your mood the day of. I often, whenever I'm in a stream on Behance of someone else's, I usually go between lurking and chatting very often because I'm doing other stuff. I imagine you guys are working or doing something while you're watching us as well. Ambient entertainment, as we love to say. Say again. Hey.
Hey,
You,
hey,
you. I don't like your
hey.
girlfriend.
Jake Green
but
says
wait,
about
da- 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 da-
350. That's how much Jake Green is feeling today.
About tree fitty. How much money are you feeling today? Is that the question? What?
I think so.
I'd say
Rynn
like
says, oh gosh, I get the
$17.95.
worry. One of those. I get the worry. We used to bring in our outdoor plants whenever a big storm was coming.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
different in Texas. Wouldn't they like get sucked away if there's a big storm in Texas?
It got sucked away again. Oh no. By the way, I did a little work last night on this piece. I just rendered the dragon a little bit. I've decided I don't really care for the backside of the palanquin showing. Like, I'm fine with it just being flush. What do you call that? Telephoto. If we want to add it, we totally can. It's just right now I'm not feeling it. So I'm going to just continue working. This is, by the way, if you're joining for the first time, this is our spooky parade piece that we've been doing for the last 3 streams. This is stream number 4 with it. Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Going back to those long parter streams.
I mean, you mentioned it and I had to do one, apparently. Long parters are when you just keep working on the same piece forever and ever and ever. And I love it because, honestly, I do love investing in one piece. And also, each character in this one feels like a separate piece almost. So it's kind of fun to just bounce around and be like, I'm going to paint this, I'm going to paint this, blah, blah, blah. I'm considering adding a mask to the witch because I was thinking of Halloween and being like, well, masks are like a common thing, right? And she's the only one where I'm like, I don't need her face to be showing.
You could do it like Nightmare Before Christmas style where those 3 kids are wearing masks and it's pretty much just their same face underneath.
They are the monster. So they're just like, it's me.
Well, their masks are a little bit more pleasant looking than their actual faces.
I'd have to compare.
Vanessa says, I am also lurking.
Ooh, Vanessa. Thank you for, well, now you're not lurking. So really it's a conundrum. This is what do they call it when it's like jumbo shrimp?
Is that right? Is that what they call it? What do you mean?
You know, where it's like the one thing contradicts the other. What do they call that?
Oh, an oxymoron?
Oxymoron. It's like OxyClean and calling someone dumb mixed together. Oxymoron.
I wasn't even getting that reference. I just thought you were talking about shrimp, but I was like, jumbo shrimp, yeah.
I do have shrimp on the mind because James told me this story of a YouTube video he saw where somebody fished out a, what do they call them? Pistol shrimp? You know, the ones that can, for a second, put out an extreme amount of heat because they like really fast with their little clampers, and then it creates this intense heat and puts out a shockwave, and that's how they kill their prey. But then they can also do damage to whatever. So a guy fished him out, and it like went into the bottom of the boat, and by the time he realized what it was, it had attacked his foot, and he was like, well, yeah, it's a little. And then there's like damage left behind. I don't know how to explain it. They have a gun for an arm. And so
it's like Samus.
Mantis shrimp. Yeah? Is that what it is, Jake?
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Mantis shrimp. Well, James said it like 5 million times. Why am I forgetting it right now? Anyways, this guy was like, this is a brand new boot. Look, it just put a hole through it. He takes off the boot to show it, and his foot is just bleeding profusely.
Oh, yeah. I saw that video.
Oh, no. I don't want to see it. I get a little squeamish, but anyways, yeah, mantis shrimp, watch out for those. And I've got shrimp on the brain and the Barbie.
So the oxymorons, I was actually looking through a Costco pamphlet earlier this morning, and there was an item for a ladder, and it's called the Little Giant Mega Light 17 ladder with tip and glide wheels.
The Little Giant.
So kind of the same thing.
Exactly.
Little Giant Mega Light.
Little Giant Mega Light.
It's a lot of words for one thing.
I mean, Anthony
but I mean, I get it. It like
Sims
folds. It doubles in on itself, so it can be small, or it can be like twice its height. So.
I like that. Yeah, that sounds like a good ladder. Do you need a ladder?
Whoa, the video for it. It's got some cool.
Are you watching a video for a Costco thing right now?
Yeah, for a ladder. I'm gonna put a link to it. Ooh,
boy.
Check out that ladder.
This is very important.
Jake Green says, I like your long parters.
Long parters.
And Dark Hour says, long parters are the best parters. I've been lurking this
love
whole time. And
Oh
Vanessa
my
says,
goodness.
it's midnight here, but I will stay awake just for Anna.
Oh, you don't have to.
Yeah, Anna hardly even wants to stay awake for Anna.
Honestly, I'm tired. So it's all good. You can go nap. Also, we have replays. So, like, yay.
Yeah, you can watch them during breakfast time.
Exactly.
And then get yelled at that you should be watching the podcast.
That was a reference. Good job.
So, by the way,
sign
up for the podcast. You see a little subscribe button at the top of the chat, and I think there's a link in the description if you wanna.
There is not a link in the description. It's just basically on my page.
That's probably good.
That's probably good.
Jake Green says they're in Animal Crossing, and if you interact with the tank they're in, they crack the glass.
No
the
way.
mantis shrimp.
Oh, I love that. We need to do that. Oh. We should do another Animal Crossing stream, especially obviously when the new stuff comes out. November 5th. Everybody ready? I'm so excited.
Remember. Animal Crossing, 5th of November. Jake Green says all the most relevant links, and I should be watching the podcast.
Oh my god!
I haven't seen a single one, so I'm the furthest.
Boy, I send Anthony these links, and I'm like, "Do you think it looks okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, it looks great."
I never have time. She sends them at like 11 p.m., and I'm like, I'm asleep for a half hour. Stop texting me in my dreams. She has a different schedule than I.
It's true. It's very true.
Or she'll text me and I'm out on a hike and she's like, can you look over this real quick before I post it in an hour? I'm like, I'm sure it's fine. I literally can't. What are you talking about?
You know, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
If something...
But I do want to watch one. Maybe you could give me like a... You said we were going to make a new trailer, so maybe I'll just
I
watch
have
the
given you
highlight
links
reel.
to all of them, so you can watch any of them at any time.
Thank you. I don't know where those links are. I think they live in various places.
They're just on Discord. I message you them on Discord.
I can't. There's no way of knowing. It's...
Okay, well, I am your best friend that you talk to almost hourly every single day, and
Remember
I have
Monday?
the access to those links, so if you ever want them sent to you...
It's true.
Boy. But yeah, the thing is, I am a last minute worker, especially on things that aren't like, well, I guess we're getting paid for the stream, but there are things like books and publishing that I'm working on that feel very, very, very like important to keep up on. And if the podcast
and then there's
posted,
the podcast.
well, if the podcast is posted an hour later, I don't feel like I'm breaking a promise to you guys. Okay.
Sounds like even the people that are subscribed don't even watch it the minute it comes out.
Exactly. See? It's your fault. No, God. Are we in a toxic relationship? What's happening? Oh my gosh. But yeah, the podcast has always come out at least somewhat on time. One time I forgot to post it and Rynn was like, where is it? And I felt so loved. So
okay.
Really
there you go. Rynn gets the goldest of stars.
You know, Rynn does, really.
Speaking of Rynn, Rynn's in the chat saying 2 of 2, but in all seriousness, my hubby has been wanting one of these fancy ladders too.
Oh, no way.
Now, we could have used one earlier this year. I think it was the end of August. We were putting some market lights up on the gutters and we were trying to use a step ladder and Sammy was just at the bottom, like holding the ladder and my leg and just saying, don't fall.
Don't do it. You know you don't.
I had to reach with my full extent to get
oh no, Anthony, your precious body. Don't hurt yourself.
Ladders are expensive. They're like over $100.
Yeah, but okay, if you have a house and like outdoor things that you do, I'd say it's worth it.
That's true. It is. This was the only outdoor thing we had ever done.
But doesn't your landlord have a ladder? Could you borrow it?
Oh yeah, I'm sure we could, but we didn't want to text him and be like, hey, can you bring over a ladder so we could borrow it?
Really? It's less worth it to do that than like risk going to the hospital and paying for injuries and also recuperating your painful
right.
body.
Sammy should have been up on the ladder. I don't have health insurance.
Oh my god. gosh. It's just a whole bucket of nope.
It's a bucket of nope, indeed. Taylor in the chat saying, I took my kitties to the shelter, so my bathroom is much less chaotic now. Sad face.
Gosh.
But we get one of them back on Monday, so more cute kitten pics will ensue.
Thank you so much. I've been really appreciating the kitten pics and also just the idea that you are living your best life, which I think is very, very apparent when there are kittens involved. That is awesome. Also, thank you for just like taking care of kittens. We always love to see that.
Taking care of kittens.
Working overtime.
I'm going to go to Netflix right now and add... Oh no, I can't do it. I'm not signed in here, and James will text me.
Wait, don't go on
like,
Netflix
hey,
today. They're having a don't go on Netflix. Hey, listen to me.
I can't. So yeah, I'm listening.
Excellent. They're having a strike today because of the Dave Chappelle trans situation. Did you hear about this?
That's right. Yeah, his
Stand
well,
up.
I haven't heard what the comments were or what he said. I've just heard that there was bad reaction around it, and
well, there was one person who worked at Netflix, and before the special came out, they said this is very offensive to trans people. And Netflix apparently, I think they suspended them, the worker, and now a lot of people at Netflix are like, whoa, that was not the best thing to do, because, like, I think that it's generally agreed upon, yeah, it is really offensive, and obviously, y'all, that's not cool. So
I think there's a little more context around it than that. I think there were people that went into a meeting that they weren't supposed to be in, which I think is okay to get their attention. That's fine. But then someone within Netflix like shared data from the company, so they suspended that person or let them go or something. Yeah, some sort of streaming data. I don't know.
Well, I am definitely not an expert on this situation, so if there is any other info, either enlighten us or like look it up for yourself. I don't want to, say.
And then one
everything.
of the, I think it was the co-CEO, I think his name was like Ted Sarandos or something like that, had said like, there's always going to be offensive content on Netflix. Paraphrasing, but he was basically saying like, well, we can't take down everything, so this is going up, and we paid for him to do it, so sorry you feel bad about it. Which, horrible response.
Horrible.
And I think he has since said like, I handled that wrong, and yeah, you did.
Surprise, surprise.
And then I think he also named Hannah Gadsby. Is that Nanette?
That's what it was. Yeah, Hannah Gadsby.
Yeah, and then Hannah Gadsby was just like, hey, can you not drag me into this? Thanks.
Well, from what I saw quoted, Hannah Gadsby said something very offensive about him, and then said, "Oh, did I offend you? Because apparently we can't do that on the platform that you just said we can't do it on."
Get him, Hannah.
Yeah, it was very clever.
And if you haven't seen Hannah Gadsby's Nanette on Netflix, check it out tomorrow, I guess.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would be much more prepared to support somebody like Hannah Gadsby, but
oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's disappointing. I remember way back in the day, everybody was very much into Dave Chappelle, and I want to believe that, the best in people and things like that. But I don't know everything. I haven't watched any of it. I haven't.
Me either. And I
really
don't think
even
I
read
will.
that deeply into it, so.
All that to say, Netflix reminded me that Rynn was suggesting A Tale Dark and Grim on Netflix.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I think I saw something about that.
So I want to add that to my list the next time I log into Netflix.
Nice.
We
Just
also
not
have
today.
Camilla in the chat saying we have public health here in Brazil. I'm jealous.
That's real nice. That's awesome. I'm really glad for you.
So you could go up on a ladder and not worry as much?
Feel
if
like
I
you're
break my
holding
bone, I
literally
don't have to pay
everything.
$16,000. I don't even know how much it costs. If I
Oh
break
my
a
gosh.
bone in the USA without insurance, how much?
Let's talk about this.
We're
We're gonna get into another
says-
capitalism talk on the stream.
Yeah, probably. This is from 2018, so probably prices are $30,000 more. But it says if you have no health insurance, the diagnosis and treatment for a broken arm that does not require surgery generally runs up to $2,500 or more. If surgery is required without health insurance, a broken arm generally costs about $16,000 or more. I'm pretty sure I said $16,000.
Oh, did you?
Gross.
You got
I'm
$16,000
sad
just
that I'm
laying
right.
around for it, just ready for you to break an arm?
don't, is the thing. So that's why Sammy has to go on the ladder next time.
Because Sammy's got $16,000 of expendable
No,
cash.
Sammy has health insurance.
Oh, okay. Well, with
so
health
whatever
insurance,
her deductible is, that's all she has to pay. Which
True.
I don't know what her deductible is, but it's probably less than 16,000. You would hope anyway, otherwise your insurance is bad and you shouldn't have it.
Well, that's basically what we found. Most insurance is bad and we shouldn't have it.
Yeah, it's just too expensive and it's bad. We have D Ross joining. Hi,
Hey,
D Ross.
D, how you doing? Having a good day so far?
I hope so. Kendall says, I think they also released some numbers or data that they got fired, if I recall correctly. That's, I think, what I read as well about the Netflix situation. But Kendall goes on to say, but I have not fully researched the situation. True. Another kind of big situation ongoing, is the Blizzard Activision. Still. I think there's a lawsuit, but the lawsuit is all murky now because apparently the lawyers worked on another case in favor of Blizzard, and now they're working in favor of the employees, and now it's all like gross.
No conflict of interest here. It's fine. Yeah. It's fine.
I just hope those workers get what they deserve.
Seriously. Well, what they deserved was a safe workplace, and that can't be given back to them retroactively. So what we need to do is make sure that new workplaces are better. And
it does sound like Blizzard is taking steps, but I'm pretty sure that the letter that Blizzard employees who organized the walkout, what they drafted had like 4 key tenets, and I think only one of them has been addressed.
Good times.
So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So Blizzard's taking some steps, but it's a slow and arduous process.
Absolutely. But you know what? I want to call out something to be grateful for, which I know we can get pretty doomsday-y when talking about world affairs of any kind. I am grateful that these problems are being called out at all, because they were happening long before this, and they will happen still after. The most important thing is that we change them and pay attention to them. Don't ever be one of those people who's just like, I'll sweep this under the rug so that I personally don't get in trouble or whatever. That's how these things thrive. So let's just nip them. Yeah, nip that right in the bud. Just say no, even if it's your friend, even if it feels like they're just joking, even if there's whatever context to make you feel like you can rationalize it. It can be after the fact. I know many times I've wanted to say something in the moment, and then the moment passes and you feel like you can't bring it up again. You really can. You can just be like, hey, remember that thing? That wasn't cool. Don't do that again, please.
Yeah, because if you're still thinking about it, then it's still relevant.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, and well, especially if you're not even the target, sometimes you just see something in passing, like the person who's being targeted or for whatever or anything, like being affected in any way. They are the people you should stand up for. That's why you got to talk about it.
Yeah.
And also yourself. Count yourself among them, for sure.
Camilla says, in Halloween, I recommend the Bly Manor and Hill House series. Good, somewhat wholesome spooks.
Didn't you watch that?
Spooks. I saw bits of Bly Manor, so the story was kind of confusing. And I saw all of Hill House recently. And then there's a new series out by that same director called Midnight Mass, which Ashley has started, and she says that it's pretty good. So she said that I might like it. I might check that out with her.
You're like an on the cusp horror person where you can watch some but not all.
Yeah, that's where I fall. Sometimes I'll have to like look away from the screen. I remember recently, what was it? We were playing that video game,
that one,
Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah.
I think I was telling you about that.
Yeah, totally.
And Sammy had watched a playthrough of it before, so there were parts where she would like hold up her hand to cover my eyes, and I would like look away, and she would keep her hand there, and I was just looking at her watching it, and I was like, "Is it okay?" And she's like, "No, oh, really? Oh, no. Okay." And then
get you a friend like that. That's so good.
It's so good. I need my shielders.
Seriously, no, that's how we should have watched. What was it, American Horror Story? I needed a coverer.
Yeah, but we were going in fresh. Like,
I
we
know.
didn't know other
Never
people that
go
had
in
seen
fresh.
it. And the same thing with Hill House. There were a couple of things where Sammy and Ashley were like, jump scare coming up. I was like, thank you. Oh,
my
God!
gosh,
But at least
thank
I
you.
knew.
A little late on that one.
Whew.
I love it.
So good.
Oh, man. How did I bring that up? Okay,
yeah.
there we go.
I've been watching What We Do in the Shadows. I think I've talked about that a couple times. I just finished season 2.
Nice.
I've yet to start season 3. But we'll see.
Zone 3. You get it? You get it?
Zon 3. We'll
Yeah.
see Zon 3.
Oh no, that's like coordinating a seizure. We'll see Zone 3.
He's on 3, 2,
Or mise en
1.
place. That's better.
Mise en place. 1. Does everyone in the chat know what mise en place is? I didn't know what it was once, and Anna was like, how do you not know what
No,
mise
I
en
was
place
only...
is?
Okay, I only reacted like that because you were the one who told me what mise en place was.
No.
Yes, you were the one who taught me.
No.
Yeah, literally. It came from you. I am not even joking.
Show me the
remember
proof.
Specifically my
Show
memories.
me the receipts. Do you?
I do. That is stuck in my brain as like, oh, mise en place. Think about Anthony. Yeah.
Why?
Every time I
Are you
prepare
sure
a
it's
meal, I
not
think
because
about
I was
you.
like, what do you mean?
No, it was you were telling me mise en place, and I think there was like a little song with it too. I'm telling you, man.
This isn't me.
Okay, maybe I... No, I'm not going to gaslight myself into thinking I remembered wrong. No, I remember it right. You just don't remember it. That's
Wait,
fine.
so are you gaslighting me into thinking that I just don't remember?
Well, okay.
How does gaslighting work? I'm going to
We'll get a
gaslight you about
definition.
gaslighting.
Okay, maybe the wrong term. I'm just saying the idea that I don't I clearly remember
Maybe
it.
convince.
If I
Is that the
am
same thing?
misremembering and I'm convinced of it, then I'm fine with that. Like, if there were some way to prove it, but I'm just letting you know that, like, in my mind, you
Okay,
taught
set
me
it
what
up.
mise
Give me
en
the
place
context.
was. Say
Where
again?
were we? Paint me a word picture.
I believe we were in the kitchen at the house on Lois Street.
That's where
And
mise en place would happen.
exactly. We were, I think, even making those little cookies that were shaped like dinosaurs. And you said we needed to get our things prepared. And you said, I know what that's called. Mise en place. You also knew what pamplemousse was. So you were
I
in
know
the
what
French thing.
pamplemousse.
Yeah.
I know
It's
pamplemousse.
around the same time that you taught me about pamplemousse, as Lee likes to call it.
Pamplemousse. Yeah, that's him. He says things wrong.
No, it was great. He says it how he says it, and that's right.
What is the other thing that he says incorrectly all the time on 3-point perspective?
I mean, he says it uniquely, not... I like when people say things differently. Don't shame them about it.
Is it shaming to say it's wrong?
I mean, maybe. I feel like a lot of people feel embarrassed when they feel like they said something wrong, especially people who English isn't their first language. They'd be like, oh, I'm doing
Well,
it
then
wrong.
Lee has no excuse.
You don't know that. Maybe he speaks a different language. Lee language.
Lee's.
Anyways, what were you going to say? I don't know. I can't prove that you told me mise en place. It's just my memory.
I'll believe you. Whatever.
You don't have to believe me. We can just leave it as, like, this is a little thing in our memory.
Well, you said dinosaur cookies, and I found those cookie cutters the other day, so it must be a sign. Right, isn't that how signs work? Keep it in, Anna, stop! Anna! Oh my gosh, don't! Oh, Anna! Stop it, Anna!
Oh my god. I couldn't listen to you. I couldn't swallow and listen to you at the same time. I was just refusing to go down. Oh my gosh. Everyone okay? Everyone good? Don't choke on water. Don't spit it out.
How many people did I do that to? The whole chat was simultaneously drinking at that point.
That was intense. I love that the chat's just like, keep it in. We're good. We're good.
We're good.
I think I have a bit of a headache now, but that's okay. There was just a lot of pressure build up because I was trying so hard to not let it go.
We haven't defined mise en place yet, and Jake doesn't know what it means.
Oh, that makes a lot less sense if you don't
Let
know.
me be the first to tell you, since it's my repertoire. Is that in my repertoire to tell people what?
Is it your reptar? Yes, I think it is.
Reptar! Reptar! Do you remember the musical on ice in Rugrats?
Yes! Oh my gosh, reptar on ice.
So, mise en place is French for everything in its place, right?
You know, I didn't even know that, so I feel very, very certain that you told me what this is. You're like, oh yes, the second. It's like framing a murderer or something. No, not framing. Finding a murderer who's like, oh yeah, I was totally not there that night. Your memory is misconstrued. I didn't hold the knife and stab 17 times. Like that's you. That's you. You just said 17, and I didn't tell you that.
So from Wikipedia, mise en place, spelled as captions has written it. Where did it go? French culinary phrase, specifically culinary, which means putting in place or everything in its place. Basically having all of your ingredients measured out and ready to go so that you're ready to use them and you're not over baking something while you're measuring out this other thing, or the pot's boiling but the noodles aren't ready to be put in because they're still downstairs in a box.
I feel like that's very much from experience.
What do you talk?
Still in a box.
Downstairs even. Wow.
Yeah.
The amount of time I've had to run up and down those stairs.
That's the exercise. It's good. You're like, no. But yeah, the idea is that you get all your ingredients out. I have seen people use like little, the glass bowls that are very tiny, and they're like, oh, I have all
those.
of my things. Yeah, exactly. I have them too. I never use them because I never
love
put them in there.
them.
But like, if you're gonna do a stir fry, cut up all the veggies and don't just like wait. I am classically bad at that, especially if I decide last second I want to add garlic, because garlic is one of those you add at the end or else it's going to get burnt. So you're just like, oh, real quick, just slap up some garlic.
Yeah,
Anyways.
It burns so fast. 30 seconds at medium heat is all you need on garlic.
This has been our cooking channel.
Yeah, pamplemousse means grapefruit, apparently in French and German, according to Motivoid.
No way! I had no idea about the German. See, we're learning new things all the time. Oh my god.
Motivoid says, mess in place is my way to go about cooking. Very good. I think for cooking, that's me as well. I'm not so prepared when it comes to like chopping up vegetables and stuff. Well, sometimes I am. More for baking is when I have to like measure things out into those little dishes.
I think actually baking, I'm a lot more fast and loose, which I know is, anti-baking.
Yeah,
You're supposed
you're
to be
good
more
at
scientific.
it. Do what you do.
But I mean, this is something that I think they should talk about more in cookbooks and things, that you shouldn't measure dry ingredients by the cup. It really should be by weight, or if you're doing cup, like of flour, spoon the flour into the cup and then level it with a knife. So you need spoon, knife, cup. Like, that's a lot. So I just like doing it by weight.
Yeah, kitchen scales are a good investment.
They are. I agree.
They're not too expensive. I think you can find them for under $20 some places.
I mean, mine's also, it doubles as a mail weighing station for sending out packages. So, like, write that baby off if you're sending work stuff in the mail.
Yeah. How do you use your kitchen scale? Do you put the main bowl on it and then add things, tear it, add things, tear it?
Yeah, for the most part. Sometimes things work slightly differently because I'm a little chaotic. And so it can be haphazard. Just depends. Although usually for bread, you usually add everything in one bowl. For things that are sweet, like cookies or batters, usually you do like the dry and the wet. So it'll just be two different things. But usually the wet, I mean, liquid measurements are fine to do by the cup. You could also do it by weight. But the other things are like eggs. And you just do the whole egg. I'm not going to measure out the egg by grams.
Set unit to egg.
I don't think they give you measurements for egg weight, so it's fine.
Jake Green asks about mise en place. So is it a verb, like I have mise en placed, or is it like my ingredients are now mise en place?
I think it's a noun. I have my mise en place. Yeah?
It's actually just a phrase since it means putting in place.
Yeah, but
So
how would you
all
use
of those
it?
are different.
In what context? Like, give us a sentence.
So Anna says that I told her about mise en place.
No,
example.
use it in context of the actual phrase. Boy.
I have my mise en place.
I've prepared my mise en place.
But that's just how we would do it.
That's how
Doesn't
we
mean
would
we're
do it
right.
because we're American. If you were German or French, maybe it would be used differently. But that's just how you and I know of it. Educate us.
Here's the
chat.
wiki.
Here's
Have
the
fun
wiki.
with it.
Bye. I like that attitude. Yeah, good.
Kendall says yes to using a kitchen scale. Since learning sourdough life, I use it for most of my things. And
Yep.
Motive Void says, strike a pose and you've got the balance. That's how my granny does.
Strike a pose and you've got the balance. Pose, 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 pose. But
Everybody could do it. Yeah. Alessandra says, LOL, English is my third language. Y'all are confusing me right now. It's very confusing language. Even if you were fluent in it, it's confusing.
well, and we're confusing people, honestly, so it's fine.
It's only because we're confused.
We pass this on to you, friend.
That's what English
used to be
is.
mine, now it's yours.
Confusing.
By the way, I'm redrawing this patterning. I wanted it to have more of a directional flow, so just kind of wonkifying it down a little bit, like, Because I liked in the sketch how it was like, you know?
I don't remember. Most things, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. What's your name? Tell me! What's your phone number? Odinabangawa. Oh, what language did you learn in high school? Because that was something we talked about and I never asked you yours.
Were you 3 years of Japanese or 2 years?
I think 2 years. I want to
was
say I
French,
didn't get
I
very far
guess.
in it. Like, I wasn't. I mean, part of this is probably just me thinking like I don't know much Japanese, so I probably didn't do it for many years. But that could also just because I didn't imbue a lot. What do you call it when you like really soak it up? I wasn't a sponge for it.
Right. Meaning conveyed. I
Okay,
understand.
thank you. What about you? What was your language?
So the one that I took for earning the credit was French, but I also took German,
Oh,
Japanese,
Francais.
and Spanish.
Oh my gosh, you just went for the whole world. Yeah?
But the 2 years was for French.
Nice. I like that. I mean, I want to learn a language at some point, and I feel like you kind of have to narrow it down after a while. I know you went through a period of time when you were doing, what is it called?
Duolingo.
Duolingo. So, which one did you go for that?
Oh, a bunch. Italian, Norwegian, French, Spanish. There's
So,
probably
speak
some
all
other
those things
ones.
at us.
Odinabanga. What?
You're so good at Japanese when you're speaking Norwegian.
Thank you.
Um,
See, yeah, if you only do it for a couple of weeks, you're going to forget everything.
yeah. So would you not recommend jumping around, or what do you think?
I mean, I used it as like a game to kill time. I wasn't trying to really learn it, so.
So do you think you could have a moment, like a movie moment, where somebody's like, you know, kidnapped you or something, and they're like, speak one word in Norwegian or else they get it and your whole family's gone, blah, 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 you know?
Oh, dang, yeah, I would die. Or my whole family would.
No, then you
Yes.
go back into the Mind Palace and you find the
What
one word.
Mind Palace?
Mind Palace. Yours
Don't
is
got
kind of
one.
like, you know, Shrek's hut in the swamp. But come on, go there.
Rude.
It's
You've
your
not even
swamp.
been to my Mind Palace.
Ah, swamp. Get out of my swamp. It's a lot of onions. Anyways. I don't think I've learned any more obscure languages. I remember as a child I learned that Gaelic was a language, and I was kind of obsessed with Ireland, and so I thought I would definitely learn Gaelic in my life.
I know some Cebuano
What?
by way of Gary.
Oh, okay. Wait, tell us, do you know the history of this language, where it's from?
The Philippines. It's an island called Cebu in the Philippines, and they have their own language called Cebuano. I think the main or official quote unquote language of the Philippines is Tagalog, but
Oh.
his mom, I think, might be fluent in both Cebuano and Tagalog because she has multiple friends back in the Philippines. But she grew up speaking Cebuano and talks to Gary in Cebuano. So he knows some of it, but can't speak it fluently. But I've learned some words.
Like
Pinoy.
Pinoy, which means
Boy?
boy.
Cute? I don't remember.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable. The only words I know are adorable boy. I like
Oh no,
that.
it means relating to the Philippines or Filipino.
Oh, okay. So it's like a
So
descriptor.
Pinoy, yeah.
Nice.
That's why I was confusing it with boy, because I would call Gary Pinoy boy. Filipino boy.
Okay, that's adorable as well.
And then guapo means handsome.
Useful.
So I think I would call him guapino, guapinoy boy. Because I like
combine it all
mashing
into
things
one
together.
sandwich. Just I want all the words in one.
Gua-
This is how I learn a language.
Pinoy.
Oh man. Oh, a Hieronymus Panda says, I'm Filipino. Woohoo, Filipino. Wait, okay, I was just watching a Try Guys video and I believe they were doing they ate a bunch of different kinds of Filipino food, but specifically Filipino American because they're in California. And I think they flashed up a little graphic that said it was Filipino like education month or something going on in October. So how cool is that?
Oh,
Guapo
nice. There's
boy.
guapo means handsome, and Pinoy means relating to the Philippines, and boy is just what you add on to it. Guapinoy boy.
Do you know
A
the
handsome
Filipino
Filipino
word for
boy.
boy?
No.
Ask
Or
Gary.
maybe. I know the
Possibly.
Filipino word for crazy because his mom calls him that all the time.
I'm sure he appreciates this being told on this stream.
Buong.
Buong?
Buong.
Buong.
At least that's what I was told it means.
Nice. You're guapo buong Pinoy.
She says it
Boy.
all the time. Every time I've been over there and Gary like does something that like annoys her, she's like, buong.
I like that. That's good.
Me too. That's why I remember it. Repetition, and I like it.
Okay. We just have to make all of that happen for every language that you want to learn. And every word in that, obviously. Oh, golly. I'm just having a brain fart about this pattern, so sorry I'm not drawing much, but I'm very much
I'll read the
enjoying
chat while you're working
lesson.
it out.
And then you work it
Alessandra
out.
says, Anna and Anthony, I learned Latin in high school, which helped me learn Portuguese, Spanish, and my country's language, Cape Verdine Creole, and I can read some Italian and French. And Hieronymus says, I didn't grow up in the Philippines, so I can't speak fluently, but I understand most sentences.
Nice.
That's how Gary is as well, where he could understand what his mom is saying and translate a little bit of it, but he doesn't speak full sentences either. Yeah. I asked him once when we were on a walk, like, okay, say that tree is super spiky. And he's like, he did.
Oh, really?
I think. But it was like a thing, and then you're like piecing it together. And then he might have used a Tagalog word for part of it. Or an English word where he was like, blah, 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 spiky.
I like that.
Oh, Hieronymus says, I definitely know how to say stinky because my mom says those to my dogs a lot of times. How do you say it? I want to know. Dog. Stinky.
Oh, do you think Gary or his mom would be really happy if he learned some of the language and then like,
yeah.
Stinky.
Hieronymus, tell me what stinky is. I'm going to text Gary and see what he says.
He's going to be like, excuse me?
Wait, is that Cebuano or Tagalog?
I do not know. This one? No. Sorry, I keep losing this one color for the highlights. I still think this is the wrong one. Maybe it's this one? Yeah, I think that's the right one. Yeah, yeah.
Tagalog. He might not know it. I think he knows more Cebuano, but he might. He probably just will Google it. He sent me a text. I'm just seeing this because, well, he said, he's roaring a lion. What timing? Because I sent him the picture of Saturn that I posted on Discord. But then he
If you
also
want to
sent
see
me...
this picture, go check out Anthony's Instagram called These Are Not My Cats, all spaced
No,
out.
actually, it's
periods.
only posted on Animal Channel on Anna's Discord. So
Wait,
if
really?
you want to see this picture, you got to go to join the Discord, which I think everybody that's watching already has. He also sent me a YouTube video of Michelle Visage from RuPaul's Drag Race playing Who's That Pokemon? So I definitely have to watch that later.
Obviously. He knows exactly what you like.
Hey, that's him. That's Saturn.
That's Saturn. That's our boy.
Now you don't even have to join the Discord.
Wow. I mean, you could if you want to. I don't want to force people to just look at a cute cat.
Why
I mean,
not?
a roaring lion.
A roaring lion.
Indeed. He's a big tough boy.
Did you see the Halloween decoration behind him? It's spooky.
It was a spider. I don't like it.
It's a cute one. It's like furry. Okay.
Oh, your hair's green in the camera.
Yang, yang.
Captions just said night night. Pretty accurate. Uh-oh, we're making more faces.
Oh.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Kind of almost like portraits.
There's also a video of Kendall's cat Zorro screaming because he ate food.
You know, sometimes you just gotta tell the world.
But that one you'll have to go to Discord and check out because I don't think Anna's set up to share audio.
I mean, I could, but...
Wow, you just don't like Zorro.
Oh, do you want me to? Okay, I'll do it for you.
It's up to you. I don't know.
I think I have to unmute it. No, okay.
Carrie
Okay,
texted
let
back,
me
what?
see.
Stink?
Ah, I do have audio.
Your stink.
Your stink. Your
Stinky.
stink. Okay, let's see if we can hear it.
Stinky. Rotten. Stinking. Foully. Are you doing it for us?
No, I'm just meowing at him.
I can't hear the audio, but that's probably just 'cause, I have Behance muted.
I love Zorro. He's such a cutie pie. Zorro and Razzie are both just winners. Try resetting him, you say?
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, Zorro. I want to learn Spanish at some point, or at least more than I do. I don't ever feel like I'll be like, I mean, I don't want to say that, but I just imagine that my lifestyle won't necessarily demand I am fluent in a certain language other than English, probably. But obviously, if I were in a country that wasn't predominantly English speaking, I would definitely learn that language. But anyways, I was just saying, like, I think that Spanish would probably be the most useful in our area, just to, like, the other most dominant language around here is that. And like Alessandro was saying, I think that having a romance language, as they're called, a Latin derivative or whatever, would kind of help with other languages as well. Don't you think?
Yep, that's true.
Like a Rosetta
There's
Stone.
lots of roots.
Roots, baby, roots.
Kendall says Zorro screams like that every meal. This is also on low volume. He's usually louder. And Hieronymus says lots of Filipino words derived from Spanish. And Alessandra says, did you know Oh, did you read this already?
No.
Oh, it sounds like something that you were responding to. Did you know Latin class? I learned that English is derived from German, it's Spanish, Portuguese, Italian is derived from Latin, and they are Romance languages. So that's why I thought you had read it.
Yeah.
Very on topic. Adam Glazer in the chat saying, evening all.
Yeah,
I
Adam.
almost forgot about this stream after looking at the Hunter's Moon.
The
It's a full moon
Hunter's
tonight here on the
Moon.
Pacific Northwest coast and other places. How does the moon work?
Good question. I don't have an answer.
Kendall says, I always found it interesting that when in Alaska, the second language under English was Russian, then Spanish.
Yeah, I guess so. The little islands that connect to Russia are where on my dad's side of the family, they have Aleutian ancestry, which is the Native Americans that are like lived on that archipelago. And I mean, way back in the day, maybe when languages were being born, it was pretty much a land bridge. So, not surprising that Russian would pass over.
Rynn says about cats, ours do the yowling in our bathroom, which is extra echoey.
Extra echoey.
Ours only do it when they're hungry. They don't really meow any other time. Well, Saturn sometimes drags his toy around and like moans about it.
Drags his toy around and moans.
He does. It's a completely different meow sound.
That's great. Woe is me.
Yeah, really. It's usually when we're downstairs watching a show or something, and he'll just be upstairs, like dragging it around and like, oh, and we're like, Saturn, come down here. And then he stops at the top of the stairs with it in his mouth, and he just like looks down at us. And then he drops it and then comes down. Or sometimes he'll drag it down with him.
He's got a weirdness to him.
Yeah,
I
he's
like
weird.
it.
Dark Hour says, it was my dog's birthday yesterday. She got a new toy. Photos incoming.
Yes! That's fantastic.
We have about 9 minutes till monkey paws, so keep that in mind.
Oh, no! Oh my goodness. And just reset with a little row of dashes. Quite dashing, if I do say so myself.
Kendall says, that's awesome. I just remembered that the projects I had to do on the Aleutian Islands was a map of like 100 earthquakes. Oof. And Rynn says, Abby tells me that Jinxie, my shoulder minion, sometimes starts up when I've left the room. And I'm like, oh no, don't tell me that.
Oh no! Like, where did you go?
That's so funny. When Ashley left for Texas, Saturn didn't care at all.
Oh no, don't say that to her. Don't tell her. Be like, oh no, he moaned. Poor baby.
He didn't. Not one. He didn't skip a beat. He was just like, so you feed me now, right? You're the one I yell at? Okay, well.
What a demanding little bean. Oh my gosh. Silly boy.
Every morning at 7:30, because that's usually when I get up, he would hear me in my room and be at my door like, feed me. Hello.
Hello, slave. Do you not know?
And sometimes if I would like get out of my room to go through the hallway to the bathroom, I would see him in the living room, like laying on the couch, and he would like lock eyes with me, like, and then I would like shut the bathroom door while looking at him, and he would like be staring at me the whole time. And then I would come out, and he was usually at the door like, okay, it's me time. He loves food, not people.
I love that so much. It's like suddenly you're getting the treatment that Ashley would get, just like, mother.
Yeah, exactly.
What a little weirdo. Ugh, cats, they're great.
Rynn says, oh, Anna and Anthony, the monster monkeys for Halloween.
Monster monkeys!
Like that hand that Jake Green sculpted.
Monkey paw. It was a deadly wish monkey paw.
Ooh, took your breath away.
Yep. Sorry, no. It's more like a... I don't know what that is. It's like when air gets caught in your chest for a second, and you're just like... I don't know. What is that?
Asthma?
It's like a burp or a hiccup. It's a hiccup.
It's
not asthma. Hickory.
Oh. Asthma
Coming
hickory.
back. Oh yeah, I told you about the Ghost of Molly McGee, right?
Yeah.
Watch it.
Okay.
Oh, Adam's checking the moon again. Gotta go check on that moon. Never know what's gonna happen next.
One day it won't be there.
Oh,
By
no.
that day, neither will any of us.
Oh no.
But we're gonna be gone long before that.
So we get the moon, yeah?
We get the moon. We get the moon. We get the moon.
Yeah.
We get the moon.
Do you guys like the moon? What would you choose, moon or stars?
Ooh. Well, I guess moon for where I am, but if I was somewhere else and I could see the Milky Way, I would definitely choose stars.
Where are you?
In the cities, there's so much light pollution, you don't get to see many stars. You just see like the brightest ones, but if I could see the Milky Way, I would definitely choose stars.
That's
but
solid.
since by and large I could see the moon more often, and it's awesome to look at the moon.
Joe's like stars. Kendall's like stars, specifically black hole. Wow. So not just like stars, but like
Is a black hole a star?
lack of star. Well, is it okay? You're gonna catch me in totally not knowing what I'm talking about, but I thought that was like the life cycle of stars or something. Something about that can lead to a black hole. Yeah, is that it?
Like a supernova, and then it like shrinks back on itself and becomes a
quasar.
black hole.
I did take
What is a black hole?
space science. What's upon
A black hole is a place in space where gravity pulls so much that even light cannot get out.
Yeah, but
Maybe I
how's it
need-
formed?
How is a black hole?
How is a
Most black holes form
How does
from
it
the
feel?
remnants of a large star that dies in a supernova explosion. Smaller
Nailed it.
stars become dense neutron stars, which are not massive enough to trap light. When the surface reaches the event horizon, time stands still, and the star can collapse no more. It is a frozen, collapsing object. That's from science.nasa.gov, so it must be reputable.
I mean, I don't know any more or better, so sure.
So, is a black hole a star, or is it something else by that
Yeah,
point?
they said it was a part of a dying star.
But if the star is dead, is it something new when it's a black hole?
I mean,
Does
you
it
could
get
give
rid
it
of
a
all
name,
of the
but I was-
characteristics of a star? Because a star like lets off light, right?
Man, I don't know. I was gonna say like, no, it's definitely a star, but now I'm just like, I don't know. Do you?
Jake Green says
classify
I'm
it
way
as a star?
behind and I'm watching it at 2x speed, but I'm gonna answer the questions like I'm not behind. So here we go.
I cannot wait. Oh my gosh.
I like when he does that, especially on YouTube
I
videos.
know. He just leaves like a
answers
paragraph
all.
of here's my thoughts.
It's one of my favorite things. And then Anna reads them to me, and I find it endearing.
Anthony, you're funny.
Stars, stars, stars. Black hole is a neutron star, dead star. Adam Glazer's back from the moon.
hello.
Rynn says,
Welcome back.
void? Mote of. Tara says, my first name means little star in Persian.
Oh, I love
Tara.
that.
Tara Stara.
Oh, you're just a little star. Just a little one.
Kendall says, black hole can be a star that collapsed in on itself and ate itself.
Oh, no.
Like that picture of ice cream that you drew of me so many years
Oh,
ago.
no. Oh, no. Now I'm the one who eats the ice cream.
Her Anonymous says, did you know that Aboriginals actually called the Milky Way like an emu or something because the black spots in the Milky Way looked like an emu? That's cute. I like it.
Checks out.
Jake Green is saying, I took 3 years of Spanish and a year of German in high school, and then a semester of Chinese in college. That's a lot of languages,
What?
Anthony. It's a lot of languages, and I forgot all of them.
Do you know,
I'm in the process of forgetting English.
honestly, there are different types of Chinese language as well, kind of like you were talking about with Filipino, right? There's Cantonese, Mandarin, another
was
one.
Well, yeah, that's true. I was. Like Cebuano and Tagalog, and I'm sure there's other ones. And then there's like dialects on top, and Gary gets into a whole language thing.
Another thing I learned from that Try Guys video was that, well, and this goes along with what Hieronymus, I believe, was saying, was that Spain colonized them for like 300 years, which I had no idea about.
Philippines?
Yeah, the Philippines.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of...
Gary's still mad about it.
Honestly, aren't we all? We should be, okay? Colonizers, get gone. But yeah, that's one of the things that they said was kind of an influence on the food as well, was a Spanish influence / European, because there they were. Dibba-dibba-dibba?
Dibba-dibba-dibba.
Tell me more.
Well, I don't know how reputable this source is, so I can't read it.
Okay.
Dang.
Bye.
Closed. I'm gonna watch space stuff. Ashley and I were on like a kick of watching space stuff for a while together.
For a while.
She usually
what?
watches it
Is
while
that
she
her
falls
life?
asleep. Yeah, it's her life. It's not mine. That's why the together part was there. Gary texted back, I'm not mabajo, I'm guapo, and I forgot how to say smells good.
Cute! Oh my gosh, I love it. Learn something really, really sweet in Tagalog so you can talk to him about it and just be like...
No, Cebuano.
Oh, wait, he's Cebuano. Okay, sorry, I mixed them up. So, in Cebuano, say, like, you're my
Pinoy
moon and
boy.
stars, because that's also on topic. Boom.
Nah, guapo's like, fine.
Guapo is like, fine. Literally. I love it.
Adam Glazer says, so how's the whole picture coming along?
Oh, the whole picture. What? No. Yeah, we've been working on patterning for way too long. I'm sorry, I'm going super slow today, but that's just how it goes sometimes, you know? Yeah, I want to kind of finish out the patterning while I'm still on it because I feel like I get better at it over time. And then I might paint a bell. Maybe we'll go to the front beans because we haven't really paid much attention to them. Literally
Speaking
beans.
of front beans, it's time for monkey paws.
What? Okay, fine then. Interrupt that flow. Okay, so monkey paws is a... Oh, that's not the right screen. Whoops. That's so funny. I accidentally went to the opening screen. The scenes are so close together on OBS, y'all. So it's literally just like 4 words up and down. So I'm just clicking between words to switch to the scenes. And I was about to go to the close. And then I was like, don't do that, Anna. You're going to the big faces, which is what I call this one.
Is that what it's called on OBS?
Yeah. I call the first one open, which is the one where we're like, ah. And then the big faces is this one. And then the other one is called Cintiq. And then the last one's called Close. So anyways.
One of those is good.
They're just screaming about, give him the claw. Oh my gosh.
I feel like the naming conventions could be better on the other ones.
So I overcorrected when I was going to do the Close. I was like, no, do that. And then I went too far and I went to the open. And then I went to big faces. Anyways, there we go. So we are going to do monster claws. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah, ah.
Honestly, we should have a monkey paw specific one, I think.
What are you saying?
I think we should have a monkey paw specific screen.
I mean, yeah, that would be great if I had time.
It's work.
Okay.
I say we'll put it to a vote, but would people be interested in seeing Anna stream creating things for OBS layouts?
I want to paint this. Let me paint this. He said this like twice in the last week already, and I'm like, but I really want to paint on this.
You say you don't have time, but you could make time during these streams.
Okay, so we're going to do a stretch, and
I'm
if
already
you
doing
haven't joined in before, I'm going to give you instructions for how to join along. Anthony Jackson's in the chat. Hello, welcome. Just in time for monkey paws. I mean, monster claws. Monster paws. Monkey claws. So we're going to put our arms straight out in front of ourselves, fingers to the sky, palms away, and then we're going to curl our claws in and go rat, 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 rat.
Rat, 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 rat.
Yeah. And then second pose, we put our fingers to the ground, palms towards ourselves, and then curl our claws in. Rat, 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 rat.
I'm going to defy you.
Okay, fine. Happy to. Third pose, palms away, fingers down, and then curl them in. Rat, 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 rat. If you want to be a monkey, you be a monkey. Live your spirit, your true self. Fourth and final pose, we put our fingers to the sky, palms towards ourselves, and then curl our fingers in. Did I just hear you crack?
Yeah.
Wow. We repeat these poses, holding for about a second each, around 10 times, so that we can get a nice stretch in our wrists and our tendons.
And our bones.
If you feel any pain, stop immediately, rest your arm, and ice it.
It didn't hurt.
This is a chance for you to think about your body and how it feels at this very moment. Maybe you need to close your eyes for a minute, take a break from the screen, take a sip of water, stretch in some other way. We'll do neck stretches after this as well. But if there's ever a stretch that you feel like isn't just like hitting the spot for you, then definitely look up some others. This is a reminder to just take care of your body in whatever way it needs, because we use them all the time and we need to take care of them just as much as they take care of us.
All of our bodies.
All of our bodies at once. We are one body.
House.
We are becoming legion. That's what this whole summoning circle is. This is us all becoming one.
I'd say it was pretty good, but then it got canceled because Summer Glau was in it, and everything Summer Glau was in.
Oh my gosh. Canceled. If you don't have any context in your mind, there was a show called Legion that Anthony is now referencing.
No, I was referencing Dollhouse.
Oh,
You
I'm so
said
sorry.
Legion.
What? Well, yeah, I was saying we are Legion. Didn't you also watch
I
a
said
show
all
called
of
Legion?
our bodies. Yeah, I did watch the first season of Legion. I don't think Summer Glau was in it.
That would have been a real coincidence if she was.
Maybe she was.
Oh my gosh. Okay, once we're done, we're just going to gently shake out our hands to loosen them back up. Do a few shoulder rolls to loosen them
Anthony
up.
Jaskin is asking, why don't
Jackskin.
I do the monkey paw screen since I'm always talking about it?
Do
Why don't you?
Ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
I'm not a drawer, sir.
He's just a drawer. Alright, so next we're going to put our ears as high as we can on each side to stretch out our neck. Good long stretch. And back again.
I like your hair today. It's cute.
My hair?
Yeah, you do like this loose braid thing.
Literally loose. I don't even have them tied. They're coming apart.
Oh God, put it back down.
Oh, don't look at that. I literally did it in front of you as we were setting up. I'm like, I'm just gonna braid my hair real quick.
Oh.
I get sick of how it throughout the stream I move my head a lot. If you haven't noticed, I'm very expressive. So my hair becomes just this poof of frizz around my neck. What? And then I get really hot. So I'm just like, I'm gonna tie it up. So anyways, yeah, that's the reasoning. Next, we're going to put
Next.
I can't even talk.
Ducks.
Okay, so we're gonna turn our heads as far as we
Rynn.
can comfortably do to the side. And then the other way. By the way, my oxalis is growing like an inch a minute. It's crazy.
Whoa.
Okay, the neck stretches are really hitting today. So I'm also going to just stand up real quick, give my legs a little jostle, because man, I am so stiff. I feel like, what did I do yesterday? Did some squats and some calf ups. Do you know what a calf up is? It's probably not a technical
I did
name.
some this morning.
Nice.
I think they're called calf raises.
Calf raises.
No, I didn't do them there.
You didn't
I hold on to a wall.
Oh, okay. Well, I found doing it on the ladder. Like, you can get bigger dip with the heel, you know? And then, like, it really gets the calves going. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, well, I do something called a calf raise and then a calf stretch where I think I'm doing what you're doing, where you angle your foot.
Angle your foot?
Yeah, you, like, angle your foot.
Oh, then... yeah, like down and up and down and up. You know, it's just the calves go... I can't show you. The calves.
Oh, so that's a calf raise, right? So if you're resting, like... What is this part of your foot called?
The ball, right?
The ball of your foot.
Toe.
On...
The ball of toes.
Toes.
Heel.
Heel. Ball.
Toes.
Feet, hands. I think they had that in, was it Ultraviolet or Aeon Flux?
Yeah, Aeon Flux. Yeah.
And then she jumped onto a grass. And all the grass was like blades, and she cut all her little feet.
Oh my
hand
gosh.
Feet.
Oh my gosh, I can't even, like, wow, that's bringing back a lot of memories. Wow.
I think it was a bad movie. There were marbles in it.
I think it was a bad movie? Safe to assume. All right, we're going back to the drawing. I hope everybody had a great stretch. I feel like I could stretch for 10 more hours. I'm very stiff. Oof.
A lot more hours than we have.
Yeah, I'm just going to go to bed.
We have about 40 minutes left. That was a 10-minute monkey paw.
Are you kidding me? What is time?
Well, maybe it was 8 minutes. I think we might have started at like 5:01.
I feel like that was 4 minutes. Can you give me back my like 6 minutes, please?
Jake Green's still back 4 minutes, so...
A diss. Or is that a diss? I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Jake, you're doing great. Good job.
I was trying to give you back minutes.
I do want my back minutes.
Miss Minutes.
Who else watched Loki?
Me.
I did. Little bean. Little bean. Wait, we're doing like chunky lighting, right? Or chunky shadows, I should say. I did the thing again. It wasn't a burp. It wasn't a hiccup. It was just a gasp of air. What's happening, Anthony? What's happening to me?
I think it's just maybe how you breathe.
Okay. I just am the problem. Yikes. I just watched Underworld, the rest of it, the other night. And I choose to believe that I'm turning into a lichen vampire hybrid. That's what's happening.
Why?
Why not?
Well, I mean, give me the context around why you think specifically you're turning into a vampire lichen hybrid.
Because I could imagine if the camera just like leapt inside my chest cavity when that's happening, it's like showing some kind of transformation and like the, you know, ribs expanding kind of thing.
Because of the breath thing.
Yeah, where I'm like,
I thought maybe because you were just like getting shredded from all the workout stuff you've
also,
been doing.
yes, that. I am
And then you have like loads of back hair.
So much back hair.
Is that what happens when he transforms? Like he's not fully furry. He's got some hair.
Well, I don't want to, you know, spoil it for people who are clearly fans of Underworld and the like 7 movies that they made of it.
Maybe you already did by saying vampire lichen hybrid. I don't think describing what that looks like would be more of a spoiler.
Honestly,
than that.
It is. I think it definitely is. Because the best part is the transformations, I guess. I don't know. What is the best part of those movies? I'm not sure.
According to Rotten Tomatoes, not much.
Anyways, what I was going to say is, what was your question? What's the best part of the transformation?
I don't know anymore.
I don't know ever.
So Kendall says, and made you some bread and drawn you a picture. What?
I like all of that.
Rynn says she comes in the night and leaves at first light, but not before she's taken a bite and made you some bread and drawn you a picture. Okay.
Are you catching
It was all together. Well, I was reading Kendall's because I thought it was separate, but then it was tied to what Rynn said.
I like that. Wait, is that me? Am I haunting people?
I don't understand. Yes. You're biting people.
Oh no, not back to that phase.
Oh my god. Stop. Don't. Don't forget to press the little thummy button, I guess. This is good. You like it.
Okay, Anthony has just been promoted to our marketing manager. He knows exactly how to advertise the stream.
Get when they're least expecting
I
it.
could
Like,
not
I have to
done
press that now.
Better myself. I guess. I like the like peter out.
Nope.
What was the other thing? Oh, as far as we're talking about advertising, this stream is brought to you by our podcast Oops All Bloops, which is a subscription service here on Behance. You can subscribe to different streamers for different things that they make. We are making a podcast called Oops All Bloops. It is 2 full video podcasts per month, and we have built up 6 on Friday so far. So for $3, you can get access to 6 podcasts. 6. And
count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Also access to our private Discord channel for the bloopies only. Thank you, all our bloopies. We love you. We love you so much.
Even if you haven't watched any of them.
Of course. This is the same thing I ran into with Patreon, okay? I was like, I'm going to make all these rewards. I'm going to work super hard. People are expecting things, and, like, I have to get them on time to people and all that stuff. And then I did a few, like, you know, polls or videos early on where you could actually see the number of engagements. It was, like, 2 people, man. They're just, like,
which, honestly, maybe it's even
them.
more flattering that they don't even care about the content. They just want to support
I love that. No, there's no downside in this story. It's just funny. Where it's like, you think that, you know, it's really important that you keep up on this thing. And I mean, it is for me. I really like to keep up on it and everything. It's just, you know, the engagement isn't always exactly the same as the expectation, I guess. It's fine.
Jake Green says so much back hair. LOL.
Oh, that's what I was was gonna say, okay, so that was the spoiler thing. Am I spoiling how much back hair he has? He has no back hair. He's basically just like a blue vampire with like extra little rib bits.
What about his face?
Oh my gosh, we're
doesn't
painting
that
a frog.
change? Does he have
A bit, but not like, you know how
bit
the
of a
lichens
muscle?
go. The lichens are like they are straight up.
Yeah, love it.
Big old wolf dudes. And he's just kind of like, you know, with like not much else.
Yeah.
Black eyes.
Whoa.
They really liked that effect. They zoom in on his eyes as they're like going to vampire eyes, but then they fill in with black from the center out, and it's pretty cool, but it's also like Kendall says, what? I missed who has no hair? The lichen vampire hybrid in Underworld has a what do you call it? He has head hair, not body hair. He lacks body hair.
He doesn't have a single strand of body hair.
Not that I mean, I don't think so. He was pretty wet and he looked pretty shiny, kind of like a frog.
Whoa, is that sexy?
I think they were going for something, but it's not my cup of tea personally. It's fine.
So you wanted more body hair?
No, I'm fine with shiny and smooth. I mean, they had a very shiny and smooth Kate Beckinsale as well. She's
right, yes,
leather to the nines.
Specular.
Which is funny. Most of the other female vampires that they show are all black lace, and she's the only one who's like, I have a full-on, what do they call that? Like shiny plastic that you put over stuff?
Latex.
Latex. She is a latex body with like a corset on top.
Yeah.
Next Halloween, baby. You want to be shiny and blue or latex and black?
Latex and black.
Okay.
Shiny and blue.
Oh,
hairy.
What?
I guess those are the
Hairy.
options.
You just want to be like a lichen. Okay.
Which kind of reminds me, earlier today I texted our landlord that the shower downstairs wasn't draining.
Uh-huh.
But I like took a picture of it not draining, but I took a picture of like from my calves down, showing him like, I am up to my ankle in water, please come fix our shower.
What? Okay,
and
continue.
then he responded, let me get there. He
said,
think I'll schedule Pro Drain to come out and snake it. Probably clogged with all that leg hair going down the drain. And then I texted back, dang, you got me good. And then Sammy responded with a picture of Rose from the Golden Girls laughing.
Amazing. Just the whole interaction. Excellent.
Like, yeah, leg hair.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, the leg hair landlord deal. Like, those two things I never thought would come together. But somehow you did it. You really bridged that gap.
Yeah.
Wow. Intense.
I wanted to text back, be like, Exhibit A, all of the leg hair is still on my leg, as you can clearly see in the picture. It's obviously not clogging the drain. It's those fully headed hair people are probably clogging the drain.
You know, if you lose...
This is not clogging a drain.
As a long hair person, I agree. I think you are completely right, because I was reading up how many hairs you're supposed to lose per day, and it's like 50 to 100. And I'm like, supposed to. Like, is natural to lose or whatever.
Where these ones went.
And I'm just like, if I lose 100 of these long freaking hairs, I could make a rug. Like, oh my gosh. There are so many, so I actually think I don't lose a lot. But the thing is, the older they are, the longer they are, those are the ones that are going to fall out. So the longest hairs are going to the drain. Like, I'm going to attack it. So have a drain cover of some sort so that doesn't happen.
We do. So that's the thing. We do have a drain cover, but maybe it just isn't a fine enough mesh for whatever's happening. I honestly think it's a pipe problem. I don't know.
Wait, you think what?
It must be like a pipe problem, like something's in there.
That could definitely be true as well. But you know the landlord's gonna blame it on you. 'Tis their job.
Yeah. Well, at least you did it in a comedic way. Where it's like, I'll
was
bring
it?
someone, but it's definitely because of your stupid legs.
Your stupid legs. I like how you read into it. Oh my gosh. Too good. Too good. Oh my gosh, the chat is popping off. I need to know what they think of all this.
Anthony Jackson says, shiny and blue for me. And Jake Green says, I'm finally caught up. And Dark Hours says, how rude. And Rynn says, oh my goodness. Bah. Kendall laughed with emojis. Alessandra said, good job, Jake Green. I also send your Patreon goodies. And Kendall said, roasted. And Anthony Jackson says, ouch, how rude. And Hieronymus says, pulls out 10 fur balls of Anthony's leg hair. And Jake Green says, those socks you made over the weekend should come in handy, Anthony, LMAO. And Kendall says, OMG, I need a gif of this moment. And then Rynn says, what lurks beneath? And then like a little goblin emoji. Hieronymus says, might be just oil and soaps. I think that's what it is. Jake Green says, we need to get our pipes roto-rooted every year because of roots.
Roots.
Is it roots, do you think? Maybe?
What do you mean? Like roots of hair?
No, like roots growing into the pipe. So we turn on the shower and at about like, it takes a minute for it to just start filling up. It doesn't drain. And then I take a shower for about like 10 to 15 minutes. And by the time that I'm done, it's like almost to my ankles. And then I think it takes about half an hour to 40 minutes for it to like drain out of the tub.
Yeah. I've had that happen with our sink, and using boiling water actually helped a lot.
So we tried boiling water and Drano, and it's just nothing has helped.
Oh, interesting.
So he needs to send out somebody with something.
Somebody. Yeah.
Yeah. Dark Hours says, okay. I got a work in progress digital sticker. What does that mean? Is that like on Instagram?
Yeah. Wait, are you putting it on the Discord? I want to see.
Jake says, roots growing into the pipes. Yeah, but we have clay pipes from the 50s?
Hold on, just for a mo. Look at that!
Monkey paws.
Oh my gosh,
Wait.
it's a little monkey paws. Oh my gosh. Okay,
they said a work in progress digital sticker.
Oh,
of monkey paws. I thought it was a sticker that said.
Oh, I'm so mad at Windows. It won't let me.
No, we
move
saw
this.
It's fine. We saw it. Maybe this is a reason to
display,
join the
proudly.
Discord.
I also want to react. Joe says Discord drains all the colors from this, so please. And then I don't get to read the rest. This is adorable. I love it. Oh,
that is cute. Hieronymus says, yeah, same with my sink. And Kendall says, do you have people that live above or under you? Don't know if it's an apartment or not, but sometimes it's other renters clogging the drains. It's a house that we rent, so the people above us are our roommates. And I don't think
more of us.
It's them. Because they haven't said anything about their shower having
it's
a
just
problem.
This one?
Specifically just this one. In the basement. So I think maybe it's its own thing.
Well, you were saying roots earlier. I've never heard of that. Roots growing into it? That'd be insane, right?
Have you heard of roto-rooter? I feel like that's something I've heard in the past.
I definitely know that name brand. I've never attached it with roots. Like, obviously it has it, but I don't know why they're named that. I don't know. Is that crazy?
Is that why they're named that? Let me Google it. Roto-rooter. Because you could, like, root something out even if it's not a root or a root. Plumbing and Water Cleanup is Cincinnati-based company providing plumbing repair, sewer and drain services, and water damage cleanup services to residential and commercial areas.
Oh, ho, ho.
History
has its eyes on you.
Okay, they invented some sewer cleaning machine, and the rotating motion cut tree roots out of sewer lines, eliminating the tedious and expensive need to dig up pipes and clear obstructions by hand, thus inventing the world's first heavy-duty plumber's snake. Blanc's wife, Letty, called his
Ready.
invention the Roto-Rooter.
I love that wives name things sometimes. Just like, I think this. I like it.
Neato. Neato.
I want to see it in action taking out tree roots.
Yeah?
Can I get that?
There's a picture on Wikipedia of Sam Blanc and his early Roto-Rooter sewer cleaning machine. If you want to see that.
Does it look cool?
It looks vintage. Copy, image, Discord, show and tell, show and tell. Click, click.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Paste. And what emojis go with that? Poop.
There's our boy. Guapo.
Wait, is there a pipe one? Pipe. Thing?
It's not as interesting as I want it to be.
Awesome.
I do like his jacket, though. He looks like he's a no-nonsense kind of guy. I'm showing off my machine. No, I'm not taking off my jacket.
That's right.
Beep.
I feel like there's a drain one. Spout? I don't know how emojis are named.
Spigot.
Spigot? You think it's under spigot?
No. I just heard that word lately, and
What?
I
Why?
liked it.
I mean, it's a
I
good
think it was a
one.
good mythical morning.
Potable water.
Potable.
Potable. Well, you could probably put it in a pot. That's how you know water's potable, if you could put it in a pot.
Pot in the potable.
So it's okay if Lee says pamplemousse, but I can't say potable.
Everything's okay. However you say it, I'm down.
Sure.
Is that how you... I don't know what I want to do with this jacket. Do you like a little lapel, or do you like it without lapel? Are you repelled by the lapel?
Oh, well.
How do you feel?
If Taylor's in the chat, we'll get Taylor's vote on...
Because Taylor is a Taylor.
Well, because this was tagged as Taylor. And also, yeah.
And
Cool.
also, yeah.
Wordplay. Double entendre.
Double it. Should he be holding something? Maybe like a golden key.
2 mugs or a goldfish. Little snack for later. What do frogs eat? Flies.
Lots of stuff. Right?
Keys. What's the key for? Is he the mayor?
Yeah! He's the mayor! Duh! Oh, I
Duh!
love it. I mean, maybe he's the king of the flies, which is Beelzebub, right? That's the demon. I think demon? Or is it a devil? I don't know. That has like the power of flies. The power of flies! So
what was
wouldn't that
his
make sense to
name?
be a froggy one?
That was in the Angels and Demons. What was that?
Yeah,
show?
Good Omens.
Good Omens.
Yeah.
What was his name? The fly guy was in there. He had a
Beelzebub.
gross scene. I don't think it was.
I'm pretty sure.
Isn't that the devil? Beelzebub?
That's what I'm saying. It's either a demon or a devil, but it's not like the devil. It's a devil because there are multiples, right? Or is it multiple demons?
Oh yeah,
Depends
you're
on
right.
the lore you're going for. Lore you're going
Beelzebub.
for.
The name of the book Lord of the Flies by William Golding is derived from Beelzebub's title.
Lord of the Flies. How perfect. Did you ever read Lord of the Flies?
No.
It's a trip. If you want some Descent of Man, but through children.
No.
You don't want that? Madness.
Somewhere you have it.
What kids are you hanging out with?
The power of flies compels you, Jake Green says.
We're doing an exorcism, but on flies. Oh my gosh, that's what I just did. We had some fruit flies going around in the house, and I created a trap so cunning that none of them escaped. It was fantastic.
What is it?
Little piece of frozen fruit. As it thaws, it just becomes real smelly to them, and they want it. A little vinegar.
Smelly.
Little...
We know that word, don't we?
Pamplemousse. So wait, first things first. In a jar, I put a little bit of dish soap, a little bit of water, a little bit of vinegar, and then you put the fruit in, and then you make a top that is a cone with a very small bottom, and then you completely connect it to the jar, usually with tape. And then when they go through the very small hole, they can't find the way out, and then they eventually drown, which is sad, but also very effective. They're not welcome in my home. I'm sorry. They're not.
See you later.
Alligator. In a while, crocodile.
Kendall says, most forced high school readings did not stay with me. And then says, oh, butterflies have a different meaning for me after watching It's Okay to Not Be Okay.
Oh, I haven't heard of that. It sounds
it's okay
like
to not be okay.
The whatchamacallit? My Chemical Romance song. I'm not okay.
Adam Glazer says, looking good so far. And Alessandra says,
you.
oh, that's a very smart method, Anna. I'm going to try it if those fruit flies come back to my house again.
Can't have flies in the house. It's just one of those I can't deal with it. No.
Sounds like you could deal with it very well.
Oh, actually, yeah, it's become a pretty effective method, so I would highly recommend. If you guys need any help with that, I can send you an article or just...
Jake Green needs help.
Thing. Ah, what?
Jake Green says, I totally missed that pointer about fruit flies. I have to go back and remedy my fruit fly situation.
A jar. You put a little bit of dish soap at the bottom, then you add water, and it's a little sudsy, and then you add a little vinegar, and then you put a little chunk of fruit. Doesn't have to be frozen. It could be fresh, whatever. As it rots, it will become more smelly to them, so you just leave it out on the counter for a few days. The key thing is you take a cone of paper, and you make like a really small hole at the bottom. If it's too big when you fold it and tape it, just like tape around the hole to make it a little bit smaller. And then when they fly into the cone, then they can't get out again, and then they drown. Voila.
Do you want to draw a little illustration of what this looks like?
Dear God, no.
Do you use saran wrap? Or is it just the cone has enough like
the cone
tension
goes
around
out
the
to
border?
The edge. Yeah, it's like it goes from extremely small to big enough to be in the lip of the jar. Like I fit
What
it
kind
to
of
it.
jar are you using?
Whatever jar's around. The latest one I had was a
Tostitos.
A Better Than Bouillon mega jar. So
mega jar. That's
well, you know, Better
chunky.
Than Bouillon, they have like the small ones, but then there's the big ones.
Well, I mean, I've seen the small ones, and I feel like I've seen maybe a regular sized one. Are you talking about the Costco sized one?
Yeah,
or they're
Costco
bigger.
sized one, baby. Go big, go home. By the way, Better Than, I don't know if I'm saying it right, bouillon, whatever it is.
I don't know.
Oh, good.
So good.
That's how I make all the delicious things.
That garlic one.
Oh my gosh, that garlic one was out of the world. It was so
Costco
good.
doesn't have it though. Costco just has chicken, beef, and vegetable.
I use the vegetable, which is a really good base for like a lot of veggie stocks kind of thing, because I find the veggie stocks on the whole are kind of disappointing. So I like Better Than Bouillon. But the garlic one, oh my gosh. And apparently there's a mushroom one. I need to go raid their website someday and just buy a bunch because, oh my goodness. Yum.
When we were at Fred Meyer, I saw the garlic one. And that's when I snagged one for you. But if we're there again and I see a mushroom one, I'll pick it up.
Please do. Did you try the garlic one for yourself?
Ashley bought it, so I tried a little bit of hers, and yeah, it's pretty good.
No, it's really good. You need to get it for yourself. Yeah, you're mistaken.
So with the piece of paper that you used, is it an 8.5 by 11 that you just cut down to size?
Very curious. Yes, it's just a regular old piece of paper. Whatever you got.
How shallow of water do you fill the Better Than Bouillon with?
You want the fruit poking out of it, so whatever piece of fruit, you want like half that height of liquid.
Yeah.
This last time, I used a little frozen strawberry, but in the past, fresh banana has worked really well.
And a nice little treat before they die. Do you still have it out?
I do.
Is it photogenic?
No.
Post it on Discord.
Sure, I'll post it. It's not photogenic. You might see some dead flies, and I'm sorry for that because
Hey, that's proof that it's working.
True.
Rynn says, as seen on TV, better, or as seen on Anna TV, better than Bouillon Bug Trap. Kendall says, anyone have tips to catch and kill earwigs? The fruit flies I don't mind.
Oh no, I'm so sorry for
maybe
you.
Put down some fake ears or fake wigs, maybe. Fake ears wearing fake wigs.
Ears on wigs. Wait, wigs on ears. Oh my gosh. No, I luckily have never really had any other bug problem. I guess ants, which we got ant traps, which are another unfortunate thing. I hate having to kill anything, honestly. I would rather it just leave, but you also can't have infestations of insects in your home. It's just not tenable.
Yeah, people are in the chat talking about different various insect infestations. I don't know if we want to keep talking about it.
I'm a little horrified. I might puke.
I'll skip them. Jake Green says fake wigs, definitely. That's just real hair at that point.
Wait, what? Fake wigs? Oh, wait, yeah, it goes all the way around. Just whoop. A logic circle. I like it. Oh, man. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. I don't know. This inner color might be too, like...
Peach.
I want it to be more yellow.
Raspberry beret?
Leshy. Raspberry beret. Da ba da ba da da ba da ba ba. Oh yeah, that was another thing. Have you ever seen Coming to America? The movie with Eddie Murphy and talk show host. What's his name?
Murray.
No, it was before our time, but he had a talk show and I can't remember his name. Oh my gosh. It's there, but
Williams.
it's... No. It was...
Jerry Springer.
I think they went like woo 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 woo.
What?
That was the thing they did on it.
A talk show did this?
It was a talk show.
What did they talk about?
What is his name? Okay, just look up Coming to America. Get it. All the answers to all your questions.
Coming to America. Eddie Murphy, Chantal Jones.
They have James Earl Jones as the second.
Oh no, he's the third. Arsenio Hall.
Arsenio Hall. There we go. Boom. Nailed it.
Well, he had a talk show host?
Yeah, Arsenio had a talk show. So yeah, that was it on Movies That Made Us, which is a Netflix. Oh no, don't watch it today. But a Netflix special that was fascinating, just because I have never seen that one, and I haven't seen several of the movies that they've had on that show. Honestly, I don't watch much horror, and they've been going through a bunch of Halloween ones, like literally Halloween, Friday the 13th, things like that. Nightmare on Elm Street was an interesting one too. Anyways, so that one had just like star-studded cast, and also apparently the big dance number was also choreographed by Paula Abdul, and John Landis was the director who did, was it Clue? There was some comedy that John Landis was on that we were talking about recently. Anyways.
Oh.
He's apparently got kind of a sketchy past, so I'm not the biggest fan of him. But that was what was I gonna say? Something about it. It brought, I don't know what brought it to mind, but anyways, go watch that. It was a good episode. There you go.
It's on his filmography, Clue.
Oh, Clue. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, he did work on Clue.
He was writer and producer on Clue.
Mm-hmm. Well, he also did a few other ones, like ooh golly, that one with the drinking in the college.
Animal House.
Animal House. Boom, nailed it. Thank you. I have also not seen that one, so that's just straight up by reputation that I know anything about it. And then
An American Werewolf in London.
Yeah.
I want to watch that one. That's on our Halloween list.
Excellent.
Oh, he's got 2 other things that he's worked on recently. One's called I Hate My Kids, and the other's My Son Sucks.
Oh my god.
What are these movies?
Okay. That's really weird. Ooh, let's do like a stripe of light or something. Some kind of graphic. No.
Oh, there's a remake of An American Werewolf in London in development.
Right now? Oh, and then tell your story about the history of the world, part 2.
Oh, Mel Brooks is making new content in 2022. There's the History of the World Part 2 serialized, like, episodic show that's coming out on Hulu, I guess. Mel Brooks is part of a writing team for it. I think I also saw Wanda Sykes on the writers team.
Nice.
Should be interesting. I was not expecting more Mel Brooks content at all.
At all, ever in life. What? Well, how old is he now?
Mel Brooks, let's guess.
89.
80 something. Yeah. He is 5'5".
Okay.
He's 95 years old.
Whoa. Okay, 95 making movies, sure, or shows, whatever it's gonna be. Jeez.
Tony Bennett just got like a world record for being the oldest person to ever release new music. He's also 95, 96 or something like that. They're brothers.
No, what? That would be insane. Oh my gosh. Good genes in that family then.
Oh, they're called Variety Series.
What are?
The thing that I was trying to say. History of the World Part 2 Variety Series ordered at Hulu. Mel Brooks to write and executive produce.
That's intense. Oof. I mean, I guess, you know, it's just the idea of going on set. I think that would be really exhausting. So if he's writing and producing, maybe he doesn't have to do that.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be acting in it. Is that what you mean?
I mean, he might. You know how he likes a cameo.
Probably. The film came out in 1981, and the film was made up of segments set during different periods of the world history. Among those, the Stone Age, Ancient Rome, and the French Revolution. And it featured musical numbers, one about the Spanish Inquisition, and of course, Jews in space, quote unquote.
Oh, okay.
Brooks is a writer and executive producer on the series, along with Nick Kroll, Wanda Sykes, and Ike Barinholtz, David Statson, and Kevin Salter. And there's no word yet on which world events this series will cover. 8 episodes have been ordered. Writing begins in October, with production slated to begin in spring 2022.
Oh, really? Wow.
Neat.
Yeah, as we were talking about before the start of the stream, apparently I haven't seen History of the World Part 1, but it might not be super politically correct as of now, and they were made a long time ago, so I'd be very interested to see what they do with newer voices. Hopefully, I'm really hoping that they bring people in to, you know, not just be straight up Mel Brooks.
Right, yeah. I don't think it could be.
Yeah.
Based off of some of his previous content, that wouldn't fly.
Not in this day and age.
But maybe this could be a learning opportunity with people that are more diverse on the writers' team.
Well, and hopefully it could be a stepping off point for somebody to take that role and run with it, because that's one of the things where I'm like, oh, an older creator who's not always been super I mean, he's hilarious and he's got some great content. We love Young Frankenstein. We love Robin Hood Men in Tights. But other ones sometimes are a little questionable. And so I would love to see new creators and not just, taking the same guy back again and again and again. That being said, I don't think that I'm excited to see new Mel Brooks. I would love to see that. But I also hope that out of this maybe comes some new voices.
Yes.
Beep.
Anonymous asks, also, has anyone seen the live-action Netflix remake of Avatar: The Last Airbender? What do you mean, seen it? It's not out yet.
Seen about it, maybe?
Seen about it. Yes. Seen about
Anthony's
it.
on it. Wait, what's that gonna be on?
Everything that I've seen released from it was like a promo art thing with Appa, and then they revealed who the main cast was going to be.
I haven't even looked into it
on
that
Netflix. I didn't really look into it. It was just things that popped up on my news feed when they were happening.
Mm-hmm.
The promo art came out 2 years ago, and then the cast was announced a month ago, something like that. Hieronymus clarifies, I mean the cast, yeah, the cast, pretty cool. They've got a Filipino kid playing Aang.
Oh, really?
And a native person from Canada playing...
Oh, nice.
Both Sokka and Katara, I think, were...
Oh, I was like,
Canadians.
One person's gonna play them both? How is that gonna work?
Pretty cool, huh?
What? That's very unique. Tell me more. Oh,
and then Zuko, a Chinese actor, I believe.
Do you know any of
They
them
looked
from
good.
anything else?
No.
Okay. Well, we love it much more than the live action movie.
Oh, wait. Have you
Already,
seen
just based
Pin
on
15 on Hulu at all?
No.
Okay. The person that they cast to play Zuko, I think, had a role as one of the main characters' brother on Pin 15.
Oh, cool.
So I think I saw him in that because I saw a few episodes of that.
Mm-hmm. I've heard good things about that. I've just never watched it.
It's pretty goofy.
That's where they're like middle schoolers, but they're adults, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking of the right one.
Anthony Jackson says live action. I'm dangerously curious after the live action movie.
True.
So say we all. Oh, and I guess the other thing that I heard was the original creators of Avatar: The Last Airbender were on board with the Netflix thing as like producers in some capacity, but then they came to a creative block difference with Netflix and how they wanted to take the show, and they left the project. So everyone was just like, well,
we were on board.
Okay.
Until
what? We already had a bad one.
Yeah, seriously.
So we'll see. I'll give it a chance, but the creators have since left and started their own Avatar Studios at Paramount. So, Paramount. And I think they're planning a full-length animated feature set within the Avatar universe. So, definitely excited for that.
I'm pretty sure that every one of the fans is like yes to that. Oh, we never really touched this Moth. Actually, okay, so we've been going all over this piece today, and I feel like we've touched a lot of different parts, which is good, because once you get started on a part, then it feels a little bit closer to being finished, rather than being an intimidating, like, oh no, I have to start from scratch again. Except for the Moth. So, right before the end, let's do...
Yeah, we have 10 minutes to work on Moth.
Death Moth.
Kendall says, Pin 15 was great. As someone who's Happa, it was a great throwback to childhood.
Yay! I'm so glad. Okay, so the Death Moth has the skull on the back of it, so we're not going to be showing that part. Just to let you know what I'm thinking of for this guy. Look at that. Look at that. That's so cool. Love a good Moth.
What's the other side look like?
Nobody ever shows it.
Doesn't exist.
The limit does not exist. I'm just gonna go off of a picture like this, and then it's got a nice fat body and some like thinner wings compared to the ones that I have right now. So we're just gonna go in and work on it. Get it a little bit closer. Closer, 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 closer.
But you leave me feeling frozen.
My chicken, my could be all you need. Okay, big, thick body. And then I think yeah, spring forth. These guys are a little bit more chunked off.
Chunked off.
You know?
Hieronymus says this might be their last live stream with us because they have to go back to in school person stuff.
I mean, that's sad, but also we just wish you luck with all your schooling.
Yeah.
No worries. And also we'll see you in replay land if you want. But also
Well, you'll see us.
But also you'll see us. Yeah, school is super important. I'm sorry that things have probably been all sorts of weird right now for school, so I hope that you find some, comfort in being with your classmates and such.
Dark Hour says, Dear friends, I will soon have to bid you farewell as I need to get ready for the Apex stream today. If you want to tune in after this, here's the link.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
And Jake Green says to Kendall, I only have watched a few episodes sporadically as my partner was watching it, and it seems like a pretty great show. And then Jake Green says, OMG, I forgot about Tattoo. How dare you?
Bring it back.
Eiffel 65 and Tattoo. Those are like late 90s, early 2000s core tenets.
Which is funny because I listened to Tattoo plenty, but no Eiffel 65.
You heard Blue though, right?
Abadi Abadai, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, the few hits, but I feel like you really were into them.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I think since then they've been renamed to Bloom 89 or something like that.
No.
But then I think they tried
Bloom?
Eiffel 65 again. It was like the way that they came up with their band name was a word generator,
Oh, no.
I think.
Oh, no.
Anyway.
I have
could be
feelings
wrong.
about that. As someone
Anthony
who
Jackson
says
also has
often-
to head
Oh,
out.
okay,
Hopefully
bye.
I'll see everyone at Max. Have a great week.
Whoop, whoop.
And Shake Green says to Hieronymus, yes, I wish you all the best at school again. And Kendall says, you could always hang out in the Discord too. And Hieronymus says, I can always sneak in every now and then during recess, so it won't be goodbye yet.
Oh my gosh, please don't get in trouble because of us. Be diligent, be studious, and come complain about anything you want.
Skip
on
school,
Discord.
join us.
Oh my gosh, no. Don't ever say that. Don't even put the idea in the head. It's not good.
Do it. We'll
No,
teach you a thing or
bad.
two.
We can teach you nothing. We're like Googling what the heck pamplemousse and mise en place are. This is your lesson for the day.
One time
growing
I
human.
skipped school to go watch Order of the Phoenix when it first came out on like DVD.
Priorities.
And while I was walking down the street, my grandma drove by.
And boy, did she have a talking to with you later. Yeah?
She did. Well, I was going with my
Wait,
friend
you
back
didn't
to
know
his
she
house.
was driving by?
No, I did. I saw her and my sister. I think she was taking her back to school from an appointment or something. And she came over to the house that I was in at my friend's house and was like, Anthony, go back to school. And I was like, I'm not coming out of the house. She left eventually.
Rebellious little nerd. Oh my gosh, I love it. Wait, so you went and watched the movie, or is this the book?
Mm-hmm. The movie on DVD at a friend's house.
So it wasn't even like a showing or anything special. It was just, I'm leaving now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were like, no, I'm not coming out.
I'm not doing it.
How did this resolve?
She left and I watched the movie and then, I don't know, failed a math exam. Who cares? Look at me now.
Whoa. Such a
Skip
bad
school.
influence. Get out of here. No. I skipped school once in or not elementary school. It was middle school to go read manga with my friend in the forest behind the school. Then we went back for the next class. We skipped literally one class. And I got in trouble, and my parents were very disappointed, and I never did it again. It's not fun.
Not rebellious enough.
Definitely not a rebellious kind of person. It's just not in me.
I think I can be when I want to be, but by
Well, if
and
there's
large...
some right and wrong involved, but if it's just you wanting to, like, skip, then... You know what I mean.
See you on Monday, Hieronymus.
No. Take it back. Tell them
Hieronymus,
it's a joke.
come on.
No.
Caption's rude. I don't want to see you on Monday. Other thing.
Rude.
Jay Green says, I don't think I ever skipped school. Alessandra says, bad influence, Anthony. LOL.
Such a bad
And
influence.
Hieronymus says, if that was the book, dang, Anthony, you must be old. What is age? Mel Brooks is 95 and still making new content, so who knows?
Anthony's 94, okay? He has time.
That's why I'm bald. All old people are bald. All bald people are old.
Uh-huh.
Never mind. I don't want you here, Hieronymus. Don't come back.
Oh my gosh. What's happening? Hieronymus and you were having a time. Can I help in any way? No?
Kendall says,
Okay.
well, I don't know what you're talking about. Highly recommend prioritizing the sneaks, but otherwise you just show up to any of the sessions. Most were pre-recorded last year, so they should stay up about Adobe Max.
Ah, yeah. Fantastic. I think they have them marked usually, like, is this one going to be here longer or is it going away? And I think that most of the ones that go away are the, like, celebrity ones where, you know, Stanley Tucci shows you how to make a drink.
Stanley Cheese? Who's
Tucci.
Stanley Tucci's? What kind of cheeses are they? I would ask
You'll have
for
to join
Munster
to find
and
out.
provolone if you had to choose two cheeses.
Oh, if you had
that weren't
Gouda,
smoked Gouda.
Smoked Gouda.
That
smoked
weren't
Gouda,
smoked Gouda.
Smoked Gouda.
Ones
smoked
that are
Gouda.
offered at like a deli.
Smoked
They don't
Gouda,
offer
which is
smoked Gouda.
absolutely offered at any deli that's worth
Oh,
its
sorry,
salt.
like Subway.
Oh gosh, no, I'm not going there. That's not going to determine my cheese. Get out of my life, Subway.
Eat fresh.
I love Subway. Oh my gosh. If you haven't seen
Subway.
Community, the episode
Community.
of Subway is so good.
Okay, well, if we're speaking of Community during this time of year, you got to check out their Halloween episodes. 'Cause
Oh my
they're
gosh.
pretty great.
Oh, the ABBA
That's
one.
definitely something that I got to put on my playlist for things
Heck
to watch.
yeah. Oh, that's so true. We should definitely watch that Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we might be busy.
We're definitely gonna be busy. But what was I gonna say? There was another thing that we were talking about. Community episode.
Cheese.
Cheese. Yes. Okay. So my second cheese is going to be feta, I think. What are your
Rynn
cheeses?
says feta, Gouda, and chèvre.
Fromage.
Yeah.
You're a goat.
Well, if I was at a
future.
Subway and I had to choose between the cheeses that they offered, I
Oh,
think
so this is
provolone
like
or Munster.
a memory that you've kept hidden away forever.
No.
I think so. I think that's what you're admitting right now.
Jake Green says, I like Munster and provolone. Thank you. I don't think they have Munster at Subway. Dang it.
Of course not. Are you kidding me?
I
What do
feel
they
like
even
I've
have?
asked
They have,
for
like,
provolone
cheddar and-
at Subway before, and they had to like bring it out from a place that wasn't displayed.
They had to make it in the back. Gotta go make the provolone. I would not expect Subway to have anything that you're expecting it to have. I have bad memories of Subway. I'm sorry. I just don't like it.
What were your bad memories about Subway?
Working at the mall and having to eat it often.
Having to.
There were like 3
Oops.
options in the food court, other than bubble tea.
Is
which,
this
yes,
like when
I got
you
every
play
day.
a song again and again and again because you like it enough and then you hate it?
When you hate it. Yeah, at first I was like, oh man, I could get vegetables on a sandwich. And then I learned those aren't vegetables, they're just soggy mush. And then I learned that the bread is cake. And so I don't want mushy, soggy fruit on my cake.
I think maybe you ordered the wrong thing. Try the Black Forest ham. You can't be vegetarian
Yeah,
when
I
you eat
can't
at
be
Subway.
vegetarian, exactly.
Childish Gambino was also a name generator, I think, Jake Green says. And Kendall says, I'm still mad I missed the way one. Way. I don't know, sorry. I tried so hard to catch it, but life happened and I missed the 24-hour mark. Oh yeah, Adobe Max. I think Wes Anderson had something that I watched last year.
Yeah. Did I watch the Wes Anderson one? I don't know.
That sounds familiar. I think I was watching that with one of the first toy photos that I took.
Wow.
Dark Hour says, okay, stream time. Gotta go now. Bye. It's 6 o'clock.
We will see you at the APAC stream. Okay. There, perfect. We did something with the moth. I'm probably still going to work on it. I don't like it that much. But we're going to say au revoir for today so that we can go to the APAC stream. Everybody join you over there. Thank you so much for joining. This has been a really fun one to paint on, as usual. It's never not fun to paint. But never Anthony keeps demanding that we do stream stuff, so maybe we'll do that sometime next time. I don't know.
I just feel like it would be a good use of time.
Yeah, it could be.
You might even be able to knock out multiple things. And then it could only be like one stream and then be back to business as usual. Shall I catch up on chat before we say adieu to
Please,
you and you and you? Rynn says, have you ever heard of manchego cheese?
Yes.
So nom. And Jake Green says, I kind of want Subway now. And Rynn says, oh, Anna, the moth looks marbled and so cool. And Jake Green says, I kind of love strawberry shortcake, which is mushy fruit on cake with sauce.
If you have mushy strawberries on your strawberry shortcake, I'm so sorry for you. They should
use
be
that as bait in a fly trap.
And sprightly and tender and juicy and a little bit tart, but that delicious sweet strawberry taste.
I don't know. It could be like a puree and it's still good. It's more about the flavor than the texture at some points.
You don't have to have a shortcake. It is literally just like really fluffy cake, whipped cream, and strawberries. That's it. So you have to have the strawberries like in their full force. Like, they cannot be held back if you're doing strawberry shortcake.
Let's make a strawberry shortcake on Friday. Is it hard?
Yeah,
do we
it's
have
very
the proper
hard.
tools for it? Do you have to have that?
They're like
is it a springform pan?
I have a springform pan. Angel Food Cake comes with its own. It has its own pan. And it's very specific.
Each box comes with its own pan?
No,
oh, no.
It requires its own pan. Now, shortcake, no, is it? I don't know if it's always Angel Food Cake when it's strawberry shortcake. I think I've seen loaf cakes, like pound cake kind of things be used.
Yeah.
But the way I remember it was Angel Food Cake. Which is
I love Angel Food Cake.
Yeah. It's all texture.
Yum. Jake Green says, I love how this is coming along. And Rynn says, and since we're talking about cheeses, it reminds me of the cheese that has ripples of colorful ingredients marbled into it. Jake Green says, I bet a lot of people would want to see a video about making streaming assets. And Rynn says, thank you so much for streaming, Anna and Anthony. This painting is absolutely fantastic thus far. So happy we've spent so long on it. Looking forward to part 5. Jake Green says, I mashed them into a simple syrup. I love a good simple syrup. Rynn says, for more shenanigans, stretch breaks, and scream schedules, join us on Discord and posted a link in the chat. Also in the description if anybody's joining after the fact. Kendall says, mascarpone cheese, please. And Jake Green says, not into, but with.
Not into, but with?
Not into, but with. Not into. Alessandra says, this looks awesome. I love it. Muy bueno. And that's it. We're all caught up.
Woo, woo, woo. Well, you're all guapo in my heart. So thank you so much for being here. This has been a fun one. We are going to...
I mashed them with a simple syrup?
Ooh, yeah. I guess that makes it like into a jam, right?
Yum.
Mash them with a simple syrup. So are we going to have a food stream where everybody can just join us on StreamYard and like they cook their favorite food? Because I would like that.
I'll just read one of Jake's comments again. I bet a lot of people would want to see a video about baked goods.
You changed it. Well, we are going to be back streaming whatever we choose to stream. Who knows what that will be. Next week, Monday, 4 p.m. Pacific to 6 p.m. Pacific. And then Wednesday after that. And then some other stuff. is going to be going on. Oh, we're going to be on Max Stream, an Adobe Max Stream with Ryan Selvey. That's going to be the 26th at noon Pacific. So that's Tuesday? What is that? The 26th is Tuesday, my sister's birthday. Whoop, 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 whoop.
So we're streaming on Monday, the 25th.
Yes.
And then we have a little stream with Ryan on Tuesday.
It's like a little segment talking about streaming. It's going to be great.
And then we stream again on Wednesday.
Of course.
And then Ryan's stream for Halloween comes out on
the 28th. So you're going to get 4 consecutive days of content. How exciting is that?
Were we doing a Halloween stream on...
We were planning for the 30th so far.
The 30th? So are we doing 5 streams that week? What's happening?
Yeah. No, for Ryan's, we have pre-recorded. These 2 are regular streams, so we're just adding our little segment with Ryan and then our special Halloween stream.
Which, I don't know, vote in the chat on Discord or something if you want it on Saturday or Sunday. I think we're open for both. But if you want us on actual Halloween, that could happen.
It could. Potentially.
If you want it to.
Possibly happen.
I have nothing planned. That could be my plan.
Other than that, we're just gonna watch scary stuff and eat candy. So,
Alessandra, we're streaming on Tuesday with Ryan at 12 p.m. PST. That's the 26th. Just for a half-hour quick little segment with him.
Everyone's confused. So
yeah. We'll have to post something somewhere sometime.
We will put a poll on the Discord for which day our Halloween stream would be best for you guys to watch, because we are open to either. We're going to go see you on the APAC stream right now. So
APAC. Let's drop another link to that.
We'll see you very soon. Have a great day. Remember to get vaccinated, wear a mask, wash your hands, be a kind person to others and yourself. And we love you. We'll see you again very soon.
Bye.